Hello there, generals and Reverse Gaming. In today's video, we're going to cover the last of the three tutorials that are available in the new game Regiments from Microprose. Microprose. Okay. I'm doing these videos for people just to see, what is available in the game. How does the game play? You're on the fence. You don't know. Should I buy this? This is one way to give folks a bit of information. Okay, so welcome to the mission tutorial. Here you will learn the fundamentals of strategic controls. Okay, some missions will start with a pre-battle deployment mode. Okay, so during this you can place your platoons, engineering, obstacles, static combat positions. Okay, and you have a highlighted area where you can put all this stuff in. So we're going to learn how to do that. All right, so okay, placing platoons is done in the same way as calling them in on the map. All right, so deploy. Let's come over here, shall we? Come down a bit. Okay, so deploy a martyr platoon, which is highlighted here. Okay, to the designated point. And once again, I clicked the wrong button. Okay. I guess I did that correctly. Okay. Okay, the engineering panel allows you to place obstacles and static positions. It is visible when no platoons are selected. Both obstacles and positions requiring engineering points. These things require engineering points to be deployed. Okay. All right. So to place a site, click on the left mouse button to place it inside the deployment area, and click once more to define facing. All right, so obviously we're gonna see how to deploy these things here. So okay, so we've got our martyr brigade over there, our platoon. Okay, and they want us to place these things facing in this direction. Okay, and so over here we see the engineering support, and we have observation posts, strong point, anti-air emplacement, anti-tank emplacement, mortar emplacement, and obstacles. All right. Engineering support 18. I guess this is the amount of points we have for how much stuff we can put. I'm not sure. But for this tutorial, what they want us to do is place these things in there. So let's start with the mortar emplacement. Mortar emplacement. Click the button. You see this thing here? This is the mortar emplacement. Got to do it from up high because once it gets low, it fades away. So, okay, so we're supposed to put it here. Click on it there, and you see it's going a little bit crazy. And then with our mouse, we're going to face towards there and click again. So there we go. We did it. Strong point. All right. Come over here. Let's put this guy in there. And he goes mad. And we click again. And it's placed. And now we come over here, another strong point. Notice how the when you look down here, these obviously are costs, and that 16 points is now down to 4, and a strong point obviously costs 4, and so that should, I would imagine, would go to 0 if we're actually playing a game or a battle. So we put it in there. And there we go. And now engineering points are 0. So we obviously did that. Okay. So finally, you may click on the confirm button to proceed to the actual mission. So in the pre-deployment phase, you've got these engineering support things that you can put all around. and then you proceed to the actual mission. So we hit proceed. Okay. Place the units as obstacles into desired positions. The deployment mode, I guess this is showing you what it would look like actually in the game. And you say, okay, I'm finished, confirm. Okay. So let's take a deeper look at the deployment points. Deployment points are the main currency that are used to order platoons. Deployment points. You can see the key values in the highlighted portion of the panel. These numbers are your current deployment points and the loss compensation pool deployment points. This is very important, okay, and how fast these numbers moves. Roger that. Are is very key to who you can bring into the battle and how quickly. Okay, so while the deploy deploy platoon is alive, you can't order another instance of it. So in other words, this was a martyr. Okay, our regiment consists of 2 Leopard tank platoons, a martyr platoon, and an artillery platoon. So obviously, once it is destroyed, you just can't order it back in. There's a timer here, and you can see it's going down. I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen. It's going down 48, 47, right? So it says, let's observe what happens if your platoon is destroyed. Okay. Okay, and here it's saying that it will be deployed once again after a delay. The points you invested in the platoon were moved to the loss compensation DP pool. I'm not sure what that is, to be quite honest. Maybe in here? That's supplies. I'm not sure what that is. They will stay there for some time and then slowly be returned into the main usable DP. Okay. All right. So that's what's going on here. Is your loss compensation DP pool is slowly building this unit back. Okay. Despite that, losses aren't without consequences. You lose the experience of the unit. Veteran units are noticeably better than green recruits. You also lose time and opportunities while the DP points are locked in the loss compensation pool. We're understanding all this, right? Okay, the regiment panel shows all available platoons. By default, it contains only the main body, which represents the bulk of your regimental compensation. For the purpose of the tutorial, that's just 4 platoons, but actual main bodies consist of 8 to 12. So for this tutorial, we only get 4, but normally 8 to 12 platoons, okay? Okay, but during the game, attached task forces become available as the fighting escalates. So task force provides access to more platoons and additional tactical support options, and that's pretty important, I think. They often contain specialized and veteran units. You have 1 task force available now, okay? So I imagine when this happens, you're going to need to pause the game and really take a good look at these things, okay? Go to the task force selection screen by clicking on the blinking cross icon. Okay. So I'm looking at these guys, okay? So you have these 3 different task forces, okay? And they each have different tactical support things, I guess you would call them. I'm not sure what you call them. Okay, so this is an artillery strike. This is also kind of an artillery strike of different type. Improved lethality against armored targets. So this is against armored targets. This is frag rounds more against infantry. And this is napalm canisters. Okay, and each one contains different, you can see it's a different setup. And based on what it is, it has a cost. So for example, this is a Leopard 2A, it has 160. Okay, and this is a Leopard 1, and it's 110. Okay, so I'm trying to wrap my head around how all this is going to play out. And I totaled up the points, and there's 335 points here. Okay. And this one has 265 points. And this one has 415 points. All right. So I'm saying, well, which one should I choose? Which one should I choose? Well, obviously, see down here. Here you have the points that are going to become available to deploy units. So, and I have two Leopard units. One is a Leopard 2 and one is a Leopard 1. Notice one is 160 and one is 110. So obviously, as this number is clicking up, okay, I'm going to be able to deploy this guy faster than this guy. The question is, and if I choose, for example, this task force here, which has a Leopard 2A4 for 245, okay, it's going to take me a whole lot longer to get that unit in there. So what I'm thinking is that it's going to be very situational situational dependent. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, and so you're gonna really have to take a look at these things as to battlefield conditions, and then these things also as to battlefield conditions. So if you're in the open, okay, if you're fighting in open country, okay, you might want something like this that has an anti-tank guy, okay, or you might want something like this that has a helicopter. All right. So I think it's all going to be situational dependent, and we're going to have to learn how to figure out which is the best given the situation that you're in. So let's we'll proceed. Okay, so we're going to click one and call it in. So I'm gonna click this one, not for the Leopard 2. I'm clicking this one for the Alpha Jet Napalm, okay, and for the helicopter. So I'm going to click that one, and I'm going to call that in, okay. Okay, that's what those things are called. They're called tactical aids, okay. So tactical aid represents various off-map, high echelon assets, aviation, artillery, intelligence systems, command and control resources. They can deliver powerful strikes against. And you also get illumination, and there's all kinds of different tactical aids depending. Smoke depends on what's going on in the scenario. So let's proceed. Okay, to call in a tactical aid, you click on the panel, then click on the area that you want to use it on. So now we get to try that. So we're going to take the area recon, and obviously we're going to put it right there on the box because that's what they're telling us to do. Okay, area recon in 2, 1, 0. Oh, look there. Something is there. So we found something with our area recon. Okay. Okay, so the enemy is massing for an attack against allied positions in this sector. Your task is to reinforce them and prevent the enemy force from achieving a breakthrough. Check the new mission objective in the objective panel. Highlight it now. Always refer to the objective panels is to know what are your goals. So this will always be there, and this is telling you what you need to accomplish. And this is the wrap up to this tutorial. We get to fight a small battle here, so proceed. Okay, the second thing is the timer. Okay, so each battle or what have you will have a timer, and you have to get those objectives fulfilled before the time runs out. So now we see the victory point indicator up at the top. So we have the time here, and then we have our victory points and their victory points. Seems straightforward. Okay. Now you are to deploy your platoons and help your allies Okay, so basically now we get to play a little game. Hold the designated points. Defend here, okay? Okay, so I'm going to pause here. All right. Now we look over here and we see that we have 553 points that we can deploy, and each of these has point value. So I'm going to put my helicopter in there, go to there, and notice how the amount of deployment points drops down. And let's see, I'm going to bring Leopard 2. I'm going to bring him, let's put him over there. And notice once he deploys, he turns blue. Everybody else is not highlighted, so they're available to be picked to bring into battle, given that you have enough of these deployment points. Okay, so I'm going to take another Leopard. So Leopard 1. Let's put him, say, over there. So I have 153 points. So what should I do here? 153 points. Okay, well, I can get this. Let's see. Okay, so this Martyr 1, looking at the right side of the screen, infantry fighting vehicle carries an infantry squad into combat and supports it with long-range anti-tank missiles and rapid-fire autocannon. That sounds pretty good. What about this guy here? Okay, so this guy is he's just a personnel carrier. Okay, so those people will have missiles though. And here's an artillery. I think I'll take the artillery guy. I'll put him over there. I still have 53 points. And I'm just going to leave it like that, okay? So I got 53 deployment points. I could deploy this guy, but I got 53. If I need to, I will. But I have 53 points in there, and as they click up, we'll see what happens. What units we'll bring in. So off we go. And off goes the battle. Last one. Okay. So what I saw there. Okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it right there. So now there's a timer, a cooldown there. Okay, and you see, all right. So I'm seeing all these guys coming over here. It's giving my guys a chance to fire at them. Fire at him. We have no idea what these guys are. Fire at him. Everybody, let's gang up on this guy, shall we? Gang up on him. Ah, it's a tank unit. Okay, that's cool. Fire on him. Here we have another tank unit over here. We're firing on him. We destroyed that unit. Yes! Okay, so we're doing okay so far. Alright, notice how we're up to 106 deployment points here. Guys going on the radio are a little bit crazy, aren't they? Okay, how are we doing here? Okay, we don't have any ammo, so I'm going to bring him back here. Okay, see the red thing there? Should have noticed that. Let him have it. How about you? Okay, reloading. So right now we're kind of bombing these guys. Let's drop artillery on them. Okay, now I'm gonna use this let's see here. What do we got? These guys moving. Guy over here. He's moving. Okay. Oh, he got killed. Not quite yet. Let's drop an airstrike on that guy. Okay. Let's see how this airstrike works, shall we? Oh, yes. Napalm. I guess. No, cluster bombs. Cluster bombs? No, napalm. All right. So now they're going to give us some extra units for some reason. Okay. I guess, okay. Higher authority has decided that we need some extra units. And they're going to give us a roll-in surface-to-air missile system, long-range defense missile system, and they're going to give us a so we don't want them close. They're not very good against helicopters, and they're going to give us a Gepard anti-air unit, which is rubber-fired cannons, which are very good against helicopters. Okay, so proceed. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to take this guy and we just want to leave him right there, and this guy we want to get him over here. Okay. Okay, how's my helicopter doing? Okay, he's getting more ammo. Okay. Uh-oh, here comes their aircraft. And there's a helicopter over there. Okay. You shoot at him. Shoot at him. Oh yeah. Alright, shoot him. An artillery unit. Let him have it. Ooh, I've got a whole bunch of people over here, do we? Take a look. Yep, now they're coming to the left of us. How's that helicopter doing? 67% main. I don't know why he hasn't gotten more ammunition, but okay. Sit there. Okay, where's that? There we go. Everybody on him. So we're gang up on these guys, yeah? Alright. What do we got over here? Okay. I could have used a cluster chip thing. I'm gonna use this napalm again, okay? Get them. How are we doing here? Once again, he is out of ammunition. Jeez. How are you doing? He's got plenty of ammo. Flare is shooting, so I would imagine that somewhere there is some anti-aircraft units out there. Okay, this is, there we go. They're destroyed, I think. Yep, they're destroyed. So we're doing okay, yeah? How are you doing here? Alright, come on back out here. Alright, so let's come on out here and let's alpha strike these guys. Take that. Cluster bombs. Artillery. Firing on him. Let's take a look. Oh, well that made him move if nothing else. Alright. Firing on him. Fire on him. I mean, you know, this is an ideal position where here they come out in the open. Fairly easy for you to defend against. All right. I would think that if you're going to do that, you need to be dropping all kinds of smoke here to keep the keep us from seeing them as they advance. But anyway, that's it. That was the battle. It seemed to go fairly easily. Of course, like I say, we were in a great position. So there we go, and that concludes the training session. So last of the 3 tutorials. Like I say, I just run through them just so that folks can see what's being offered by the game. I haven't gotten into any of the operations yet, which are, I believe, the campaigns. And let's see, the skirmish mode. I've done a little bit of the skirmish mode, and here, you know, you can pick, you know, like for example, you can pick different groups, you know, and they have different compositions. Okay. And you can decide whether you want to be NATO or Warsaw Pact. I guess you could also play against NATO. Right? There you go. So I'll put Warsaw Pact back there. There's a time limit here. 30 minutes, a little bit long for me, you know. 20-minute, you have a 20-minute, 30-minute, 40-minute thing here, and starting points gives you different options to make the game harder or not. Okay, and over here you have different maps to play. What is this? Okay, and now you have different environmental situations. Okay. Different settings for advanced rules over there. And then you go and you play. And let me see. Over here, most important, meeting engagement. There's a couple of different attack and mobile defense. Okay, so that's the skirmish operations. Select an ongoing operation. Well, I don't have any. Okay. Because I haven't played this yet, so I guess once I do, they'll start filling in there. All right. There you go. The third and last tutorial available in the new game by Microprose, Regiments. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.